Marcus Lofton is facing 2 different felonies for the death of his wife, Alicia. According to court documents, the killing happened one day after he was served divorce papers.
It was a quiet August morning in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The sun was just rising, and the neighborhood was still waking up. But then, the sound of gunshots shattered the peace. Neighbors rushed to their windows, and soon police were called to the scene. There, they found Alicia Danielle Lofton, a loving mother of 3, lying lifeless on the ground. Her body was riddled with gunshot wounds. What could have caused such a terrible act? The answer was even more shocking. The man responsible was her estranged husband, Marcus Lofton. How did love and happiness turn into such horror? This is the story of betrayal, heartbreak, and a deadly secret that cost Alicia her life. Alicia Lofton was a bright light in the lives of everyone who knew her. She was a mother of 3 and loved her children more than anything. Her oldest daughter was about to graduate from college. Her son had just started his first year at Grand Valley. Her youngest daughter was still in high school. Alicia worked hard to make sure her children had everything they needed. She was proud of them and everything they had achieved. People who knew her said she had a heart of gold. She was always ready to help anyone in need, no matter how much it cost her. When Alicia met Marcus Lofton, she thought she had found someone to share her life with. Marcus was charming and well known in their town. He loved flashy clothes and cars and was always ready to help others too. On social media, the two looked happy. They posted pictures of themselves smiling, laughing, and dancing. They seemed like the perfect couple. In February 2023, Alicia and Marcus got married. Their friends and family believed they had found true love. But things weren't as perfect as they seemed. Just 3 months after their wedding, Alicia and Marcus started having problems. They argued a lot, and soon rumors began to spread. Alicia heard whispers that Marcus might be seeing other women. She tried to ignore the rumors at first, but they became too loud to ignore. Alicia decided to confront Marcus. Their fights got worse, and in May, Marcus was arrested for attacking her during one of their arguments. Still, Alicia couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Marcus's life than she knew. She started investigating him on her own. She posted his picture in a Facebook group where women shared information about unfaithful partners. The replies she got were shocking. Some women claimed they had been involved with Marcus. Then came the final blow. Alicia found a video of Marcus with another man. The truth was worse than anything she could have imagined. Alicia was heartbroken. She felt betrayed and humiliated. But she didn't stay silent. She went live on Facebook to share what she had found. In the video, she exposed Marcus's secrets. But soon after, her Facebook account disappeared. Some said Marcus forced her to take it down. Alicia had had enough. On August 16, 2023, she filed for divorce. She also told Marcus she planned to sell their house. She was ready to start a new chapter in her life. But she didn't know that her decision would lead to something far worse than heartbreak. On the morning of August 17, 2023, Alicia Lofton woke up determined to move forward with her life. She had filed for divorce just the day before and had informed Marcus that she was selling their house. Alicia had been living separately from Marcus for 3 months after their relationship fell apart. She had taken every precaution to protect herself, including a restraining order to keep Marcus away. But that morning, Marcus decided to ignore the law and visit Alicia's home. Around 8 a.m., Marcus showed up at the house uninvited. He claimed he wanted to talk, but Alicia's friends and family believe he had other plans. Marcus was angry. He thought Alicia might be working secretly with a realtor to sell the house without his involvement. His jealousy and anger had reached a boiling point. Inside the house, the conversation quickly turned into a serious argument. Alicia stood her ground and refused to be intimidated. Witnesses later said they could hear shouting coming from inside the home. The argument grew louder and more intense, and then it turned deadly. At some point during the fight, Marcus found Alicia's gun. He later claimed he only intended to use it to scare her, but what happened next was far more horrific. In a fit of rage, Marcus fired the gun at Alicia. Wounded and terrified, Alicia tried to escape. She ran into a bedroom and locked the door behind her, hoping to find safety. But Marcus wasn't done. He was enraged and out of control. He broke through the locked door. Desperate to save herself, Alicia climbed onto the windowsill trying to escape. But before she could get away, Marcus raised the gun and fired again. The bullet struck her multiple times in the head, neck, and body. Alicia fell from the window, landing lifelessly on the ground outside. Neighbors were alarmed by the sound of gunfire as they rushed outside. They found Alicia's body lying near the house. Her lifeless form, lying with numerous gunshot wounds, painted a picture of what had just happened. A witness saw Marcus fleeing the scene in a maroon SUV.
Looks like this is likely a domestic incident. At this point in time, we have not identified the victim, but it's a very strong possibility. I'd be surprised if this wasn't domestic in nature.
When police arrived, the neighborhood was in chaos. Officers found Alicia unresponsive, surrounded by the signs of a violent struggle. The details were ugly, and it was clear this was no accident. The manhunt for Marcus began immediately. Marcus's actions that morning were not just the result of anger, but also a desperate attempt to hide the truth. Alicia had uncovered his darkest secrets, and now he had silenced her forever. What could drive a man to such unimaginable violence? The tragedy left a community stunned and a family broken. Alicia's 3 children had lost their mother in the most brutal way imaginable. The story of that morning would haunt everyone who heard it. The unfortunate death of Alicia Lofton on August 17, 2023, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, prompted an immediate and thorough investigation by local law enforcement.
Doesn't discriminate based on geographic area, doesn't discriminate in terms of socioeconomic, it's everywhere.
Upon arriving at the scene, officers discovered Alicia's lifeless body, bearing multiple gunshot wounds to the head and body. Witnesses recounted hearing a heated argument followed by gunshots, with several identifying her estranged husband, Marcus Lofton, running from the scene in a maroon SUV. Given Marcus's history of domestic violence, he became the prime suspect. The couple had married in February 2023, but by May, Marcus was arrested for assaulting Alicia, leading to a no-contact order as a condition of his bond. Despite this, Alicia had recently served Marcus with divorce papers, a decision that reportedly made him angry. Investigators delved deeper into the couple's problematic relationship, uncovering Alicia's efforts to expose Marcus's infidelity. She had posted his photo in a Facebook group, seeking information about his suspected affairs. This led to the discovery of a video allegedly showing Marcus in an intimate situation with another man, which Alicia subsequently exposed publicly. This revelation is believed to have further escalated tensions between them. Marcus Lofton didn't get far after Alicia's murder. Just one day later, on August 18, 2023, police found him walking near the 1200 block of North Avenue Northeast in Grand Rapids. By then, his name had already been broadcast citywide as the primary suspect in Alicia's death. When officers approached Marcus, he didn't resist. During police interviews, Marcus confessed to the shooting but claimed it was accidental, stating he only intended to scare Alicia. However, the evidence, including the severity of Alicia's injuries and the act of breaking down her bedroom door, suggested a premeditated act of violence. Further investigation into Marcus's background revealed prior felony convictions for narcotics possession and carrying a concealed weapon, showing a picture of a man with a violent past. The murder of Alicia Lofton left a vacuum on her family, particularly her 3 children. Her eldest daughter was preparing to start her senior year at Western Michigan University. Her son was about to begin his first year at Grand Valley State University, and her youngest daughter was entering high school. The loss of their mother during such moments in their lives was devastating. After Alicia's death, the community rallied to support her children. Family members, like Faustino Garcia, took on spokesperson roles, ensuring the children's needs were met and advocating for their well-being. A GoFundMe campaign was initiated to assist with counseling, education, and other necessities, reflecting the community's commitment to the family's future. As the legal proceedings against Marcus went on, Alicia's family continues to seek justice while honoring her memory. They remember her as a loving mother and a radiant spirit whose life was mercilessly cut short. He was eventually taken into custody and charged with open murder and felony firearm possession. If Marcus Lofton is convicted, he faces up to life in prison, given that he was also previously convicted of gun and drug-related felonies in 2000, 2002, and 2014.